Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first possession of the game. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Ohio State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
To the air, it's Howard. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Feeling some heat. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wolverines. On the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Morgan. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold it. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Buys a little time with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, it's blocked! And they got it! Right down the gut of the field! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll give it to the back. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try the run. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Howard. Finds his back in the middle. On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. Snares it outside, it's Scott. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the ground, it's Edwards. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get away.
He's off to the races. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. steps away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Back to pass, it's Orji. Pressure coming. Might be looking to run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run play action. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
That makes the score Ohio State 21, Michigan.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They've got the screen set up. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your play.
He caught it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
On the ground, it's Edwards. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Fakes his man out. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Takes the easy completion. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Back to pass, it's Orji. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn.
Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. Pass to 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw in.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Across the 25, he's got room. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Turns it on in midfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And the Wolverines will move the sticks with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The aerial assault continues. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Getting some heat. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Orji. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days.